Tonight, City View residents continue the slow move-out process tonight.
Today's the deadline for them to move out or face eviction, but we're getting word some can stay a little bit longer. So we're heading now to First Alert 6, Philip Katafamo. He's live at City View Apartments. Philip, what's the latest out there?
Well, Aaron and Jacqueline, tenants have until midnight tonight to move out. However, if they are working with one of the local nonprofits that are helping out, like the North Omaha Community Partnership, they have until the end of July, that's July 31st, to relocate. The North Omaha Community Partnership has been helping residents for over a month now. Organizers tell me folks have been relocated across the city. Some have moved even across the river to Council Bluffs. The organization has offered help with finding replacement furniture, beds, and cell phones. They've also offered gift cards for groceries, but there have been some challenges relocating some tenants.
So right now, I would say we're facing some difficulties having to, utilize our landlord incentive program through Reimagine and Threshold, which pays an additional amount on top of the rent when there's different challenges and barriers with the tenant. And so that has been working, but it's just taking longer.
Tamika tells me the main issue has been background checks and prior convictions with some residents. Another issue has been squatters inside the building. Again, the deadline to move out is tonight at midnight, but of course, if these tenants are working with a local organization, they have until the end of this month. Reporting live in downtown, I'm Philip Katafamo, First Alert 6. Back to you.
Philip, thanks for that update, and we'll keep tracking the progress throughout the month as well.